With more on Daesh's presence in the country, I'm joined now by Omar Turbi. He is a former advisor to the Interim National Council of Libya. Thanks so much for joining us. Relative to Syria and Iraq, first tell us how much of a threat is the existence of Daesh in Libya?
Yes, thanks for asking that question, because one must put things in perspective. The presence of Daesh or the influence of Daesh or the threat of Daesh, when you compare it to that in Syria or in Iraq, it's pretty much like comparing an ant to the size of an ant to an elephant. But that doesn't mean that we should sit by and watch ISIS, so-called Daesh, to grow and flourish in Libya. The problem with getting rid of Daesh, it's not like a large establishment where you go in and, take airstrikes and take them out and clean them up. You do whatever you do to take them out, and within a week or two, they come right back up again. They know how to hide. They know how to re-emerge. I think what is really important, one, not to have the United States go solo, meaning doing it on its own. Either engage the NATO to do this, and also work with the UN Security Council to implement a 9 months to 12 months plan. This interim government or unity government that everyone is looking to as a form of that's going to provide some kind of stability and help get rid of Daesh is not going to work, in my opinion.
Okay, yes.
Because it doesn't have the mandate of the people.
So it
doesn't have the mandate of the people. It's not a...
You've expressed that opinion before, that you feel a true unity government that can actually work effectively to combat Daesh or just to organize politically properly in Libya is still a long time off. But in the meantime, while you say that the United States should be engaging with NATO to fight the threat of Daesh in Libya, it's being called for that Obama put U.S. troops on the ground. Would that, at least in your opinion, be a start before more military engagement could begin?
So you're saying that it would be a good idea to have troops on the ground?
No, I'm asking. There's been some pressure on Obama. Sorry for that. There's been some pressure on Barack Obama for the U.S. to up its military involvement in Libya because of the threat of Daesh. I'm curious if you think that would at least be a good start to get U.S. troops on the ground first, then later engage NATO troops and other international coalition partners.
No, it's not a good idea to have U.S. troops on the ground. It would be a good idea to have U.S. plus other troops on the ground, whether it be other Arab countries or European countries, and that would have to be mandated by the United Nations, maybe vis-a-vis or using NATO to do that. But regardless of what steps we take now, what we really need to do is to help establish democracy in Libya. That's just the bottom line. Whatever you want to call it, we need to have a structure in the country that would hopefully within 9 months to 12 months produce a united legislative body, not a unity government. Because a unity government is not going to have a mandate of it.
They've been calling for reconciliation, political reconciliation. It doesn't seem like there's true goodwill on either side right now.
Yes, because you can't leave it up to them. Meaning we have to help the Libyan people produce a legislative body, a Congress, a House of Representatives that represents the whole entire country. And it can't be done within 30 days or 60 days or 90 days. We have to bring in as many of the most effective NGOs from across the world, bring in the United Nations personnel, and come on the ground and help the Libyan people establish a Congress, a House of Representatives that's going to elect or produce a government. I think we're doing it the other way around.
I just wanted to ask one quick question before we close. U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry says that Daesh is actually threatening to take Libya's oil fields at this point, that it is very close to becoming a reality. If that happens, what will be the consequences?
It wouldn't be a good thing, and obviously it would be hard to to eradicate them or take them out. But again, why do we wait until such things like that happen? I think we need to be proactive and move forward on the proper steps that involve the United Nations, involve the European community, involve the United States, and we can't just do quick fixes. I think it would be a quick fix. By the way, the U.S. has been for many years, the last 3, 4, 5 years, using drones to target some of these terrorists, even before Daesh or ISIS emerged. And that's what the plan is, and that's what they're looking to do in the next, I guess, in the next few weeks. You probably will hear about that.
Okay.
But that's not going to solve anything.
Okay, Omar Turbi, unfortunately, we're going to have to leave it there. Thank you so much for joining us from Irvine, California.